Come on through. Come on through. Come on through. Yes, honey. Listen. I have a little bit of a break, so let me stop by here. Let me start by saying I am so appreciative of you guys. I'm so grateful. I feel so blessed. I am so engulfed with the pink flame of the Holy Spirit. Come on in here, and I am just so y'all. Like honestly, words cannot express how I truly feel. Okay, we connect with my people. You guys pay for classes, caseworks, readings. You when I do events, you sign up for events, and it means a lot to me because there's a lot of stuff that I do behind the scenes that I don't come on YouTube and talk about because it's not about that. Okay. And what I mean by that is, what I do, I help people. So going into that, your donations or you sign up for classes and stuff, it helps contribute to all that. And words cannot express how I truly feel about that. Like every single day, God, think about this every day. I kid y'all not. When I wake up, I say thank you for my people that sees it for what it is. Because of course, I want to pull that up. Let me before I get into that. Let me see. It said that every eye, okay, every eye. It's not from the Bible, but it's the saying. Every eye cannot see. Okay, just like every voice cannot be heard and every ear cannot hear. So for those of you to be in tune with yourself and know exactly what it is, that's amazing, especially going into the shift of the ages, because a lot of people don't understand that there are ages that come about, right? Things change. That's not what I'm trying to say. There's ages that come about. Bitch, please. Things change. And things that are currently right now deals with the current age. Oh, see, y'all not ready for that. And when it talks about time and things ending, that means the ages are ending. And I just want to bring this up really quickly because I did look into this before. Zodiacally. I love the word zodiacally. Zodiacally. Not Zodiac girl. Zodiac. Woo! Come on in here, Zodiac. Come on in here, bitch. Zodiac, not Zodiac. Zodiac. Oh, come on in here, spirit. I love just that. So anyway, going into that, I want to bring this up because someone asked me something, right? Um, Someone asked me something, and it's so crazy that people. Let's get into this. Hold on, let me pull this up. Let me pull this up, honey. It's not going to give me exactly what I need, huh? Okay, come on in here. So we have something called the astrological ages. Now, I want you to listen to this very loud and clear because I think that people get it mixed up when it comes to religion. And of course, religion is broken down based on the person who led you there. So everything from the beginning of time until the time ceases to exist is a part of a divine plan. Okay. Whether it is 100% truth or it's 50% truth or none of it is truth, it's still a part of a grand scheme. And this is where it takes a lot of spiritual growth and a lot of spiritual understanding to see this. As I tell you guys, I'm an observer. I'm not the type of person to jump in something because I see things go on and I feel like I have to be a part of it. I like to sit back and pay attention to it. And I ask my spirits to come on through here and show me exactly what I need to see that I'm not really seeing. And I see things. So going into this, shit, I was just going to look up something and it just slipped my mind because that came up. Okay. So going into this, every age lasts at least 2,000 years. Okay. So I want to talk about physical spiritualists and spiritual spiritualists. I want to talk about spiritualists that are spiritually inclined and that are trying to get spiritual inclination. I want to talk about spiritualists who study the craft in hopes to get in some type of gift and people that are naturally born with the gifts. Okay. So going into that, when you are naturally born with something, you don't have to go above and beyond to prove anything. You don't have to, be chauvinistic. You don't have to be arrogant. You don't have to be egotistical. Like this is what I is and this is what it is and how it is. When it's you and it's yours, people can smell it. They can taste it. You could step into a room, girl, and pose as a Christian, and people would say right off the bat, but you're not a Christian. There's something else going on with you. But going into this, every age lasts 2,000 years. And it's that the Bible was made 2,000 years ago. Okay. So just to put that in perspective, that everything deals with the coming of an age. Okay. So according to scriptures, Jesus, okay, come on in here. Jesus represented the age of the Pisces. And as people should know that Jesus is a mystic, if you do not know. And even going into how they say Virgos is connected to the Virgin Mary. Once again, 50%. Oh, that's what I was looking at. Hold on. Here we go. I want to get it correct, honey. Let me see, because you know I be quoting people and I don't be getting it correct. Give me 1 minute, honey. I'm typing with one hand. Honey. Come on in here. Okay. It says, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. It was by Benjamin Franklin, girl. Now, y'all know Benjamin Franklin was a great witch, honey. Come on in here. But we'll get up off Benjamin Franklin because y'all ain't ready for that type of energy. But either way, going into this, okay, everything that we see is half truth and half fiction. Everything. So even going into you being fixated, and this is why I tell people, going into spirit, I just had this conversation with my friend from the Midwest, okay? Breaking down anatomy and breaking down chemistry and how people confuse like Black people being the original man of God and all this stuff. And I tell people, I think that people got some of the truth and then they start veering to the left. So they're matching Black with that statement with Black like this. And that's why I think people are confused at, because they're under the assumption, okay, because see, if you're spiritually connected and you're about past life regressions and you're about seeing things for what it is and you're into traveling through dimensions and all this stuff, things will come to you. Okay, even going into spiritual downloads. A lot of people say, I got a spiritual download. But it's like, what type of information was downloaded into your system? Because you're still the same racist, sexist, stupid ass person that you were before the previous download. So what type of download are you getting? How to properly cleanse your yoni? How to properly use your yoni? Like, what downloads are you getting? So it becomes very confusing to people who are not aware. Okay. And it's where people like me come into play, because of course things are right in plain sight, but a lot of people are not really focused on that for whatever reason. But going into that, okay, when you get these spiritual downloads, things become apparent to you. Let me shut my damn window. I kid you not, every time So things become apparent to you the more you stretch your spiritual muscle, right? So like I said, it's all in plain sight. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay, I thought somebody was out there injuring a dog, bitch. I was about to run out there, bitch, and cluck somebody with my bat, bitch. I see this person walking this German Shepherd, and all of a sudden I'm hearing whistling, and then I'm hearing something crying, like a whimpering dog. So I'm like, girl, let me go out there and see this motherfucker abusing that dog, because I'm about to go out there and abuse his ass. Anyway, so going into that. So things come to you and you see things for what it is. And even breaking down the word human, hue is a color. It's a variation of color. Going into the word chromosome, right? Chromosome means color, bodies of color, right? Chromo, same thing. Bodies of color, like inpatient, impatient. So going into that, everybody, okay, is a part of what we call the Black race. And as we talked about before, the word blanco, okay, which is a Spanish word, which comes from a Latin word, blanc, okay, which means white. And if you take away the N, you have BLAC, okay, which is the word black. Okay, so as I said before, then of course things were added in down the line to confuse people. And even going into John, the scripture says, what is it, John 12, John 12:1, because see, we love the book of John, honey. See, y'all not ready for that. We love the book of John. Oh, coming in here. Okay, let's see what it was right here, honey. Hold on. Let's double check this. Okay. Let's see this right now. Hold on. Give me one good tea. Why did I automatically put it on New International Version, honey? We don't need that broken down, honey. We know exactly what it is. Hold on, girl. Hey, you're going to get out. You're going to get out, honey. You're going to get out. You're going to get out. You're going to get out. Oh, you're going to get out of here. Nobody want to hear that. You're going to get out of here. Okay, let me see. If you hear clicking and stuff in the background, that's my camera, honey. Yes, girl, take screenshots of everything. How you doing? Yes, girl. Yes, mama. They all do. There's 9 cameras here to be exact. Yes, girl. When there's motion, girl, it snaps a shot. Who you doing? Let me see. I'm always looking for this bitch because they just have it sitting in a weird section. That's what we're gonna do because this is irritating me, honey. I'm trying to get out what I need to get out, honey, because it's fresh on my brain. Okay, this is what it says. Oh. Let's see. Let's see, honey. Okay, listen, baby. I don't want to hear that. Y'all, hold on. Because you know he's on my lap just to look out this damn window. How about that? Look at that. How about that? Look at that. Won't God do it? Okay. So, John. John 1, verse 5-7 says, "This is the message we have heard from him and proclaimed to you, that God is light and in him is no darkness at all." So, of course, metaphorically, that's speaking about rainbows. That's speaking about bodies of light. And within light and darkness too, because dark, the color black is all colors mixed together. Okay. And the darkest color is actually blue. But even in the color white, you see prismatic shades of color. Okay. Even in the light, you see yellows, orange, reds, of course, whites, but you see light colors. And this is where when you have the light of the sun, after it rains, you see the rainbow. So like I said, even within whiteness, you see color. And so that's why this whole movement that's been taking place for at least the past 700 years it's been designed to keep you trapped here. And even going into the physical stuff that they make us crave every day. They make us become so programmed into being accepted by people who don't really give a fuck about you. They get us programmed into wanting to fit in with other people. And the reality of it all, they tell you on the same token, be yourself. They say on the same side of that, no fingerprints are the same fingerprints. They tell you on the same side of that your DNA makeup, your DNA coding is different from even a twin person who was born in the same amniotic sac that you were, amniotic fluid that you were. So it's crazy to even think about how science will always have to go to the truth, but it is another agenda beyond that to keep you confused and keep you tied in. So even coming into the fear of death, people are afraid of dying because of what is provided to us while we're here, and we're just like, I don't want to say goodbye to the money. I don't want to say goodbye to people I love. I want to say goodbye to all this. And like I said before, if you've ever had an out of body experience, if you've ever died and come back, and it's not these stories that you think about, I went to heaven and there was a field of light and I saw people I loved, and I went to hell and I saw people screaming, it was hot as hell. Like when people tell these stories, you look at their bodies and you just know right back, this person had a mental breakdown and they're coming up out of that. Because it's always something traumatic that happens. And there's no difference when it comes to DID or even sexual abuse, right? Because that triggers a lot of traumatic stuff. That your body will start to project things out into the world to where you think is truth. And you'll say, oh, I went to hell because it sounded like that. And I tell people there's a plane called the Plutonian realm, right? Plutonian realm, just like the planet Pluto. And the Plutonian realm is a hell-like place. In fact, in the Plutonian realm, that's where Satan herself reside. Now, of course, I'm not going to get into that because that turns to a whole bunch of stuff and I can't be here for 2 or 3 hours today. But like I said, that realm will feel like a hellish place. But the truth of the matter is hell is a cold place. Okay. Hell is a very cold place. The lake of fire is separate from the place called hell. And I think that people do not understand that. And it also speaks about that hell is a state of mind. So the things that you become attached to here, it will program what your hellish like place would be. And that's what I loved about the movie American Horror Story, the Coven, because it showed when the Supreme Witch died, she kept reliving over and over, waking up with the Axeman, right? And I feel like there's a lot of truth in that. Because if you program your mind to be fearful and to be worryful and say, oh no, I hope I don't have to deal with that. And it's why the scripture says, do not go to sleep angry. See, people think going to bed angry is because God really gives a fuck about you being mad or not. God don't give a fuck about that. God is telling you for your own good, that if something was to happen and you slip up out of here while you're sleeping, all the shit that you thought about before you went to bed, which is in your heart, that's what you're going to be reliving until your spirit is released. And a lot of people cannot release your spirit if they don't know where it's at. So that's like I said before, going into those who are claiming to be spiritualists and those of you who are spiritualists, you know exactly what it is. And spirit will always give you, it's like a puzzle. You will always see things as time go on, more things will be revealed to you and you will change the way that you are. You're not going to be a 50-year-old witch doing the same thing that 20-year-old witches are doing. It's not going to appease you no more. It's not going to connect with you. I would even say this too. Your spirits ain't going to want to be involved with that shit. So that's how you know when people are doing certain things, they're working at a place that is their own, it's ego. It's not their higher spirit. It's not their higher mission. It's not their heart that's speaking. It is actually the energy that has them thinking that that's who and what they are. And it's a sad thing. But anyway, we all come from bodies of light. We all are light. And that's why we have chromosomes, bitch, not monochromes or not monosomes, honey. We got chromosomes. That's why they call us humans. And that's another thing too. That's what I say. I think people get this confused too when they say, well, white people may not be people of color. And like, oh girl, that just irritates me. Oh girl, I'm gonna keep that because that just pisses me the fuck off. Oh girl, that pisses me off, y'all. Like I really dislike racism, sexism. I hate all that shit. It bothers me. And it bothers me more so when it comes from people who are spiritual people, who are claiming to be spiritual. That's what really bothers me. It bothers me. It bothers me to my core, y'all. It shakes me up. It irritates the hell out of me. Like, girl, it gets to me because it's like, you cannot be spiritually inclined and be all those things. That's somebody who's of the world. That's somebody who operates only in the mundane. They're focused on that. But it's sad because, like I said, it keeps people separated. It keeps people tied down to why you're here in the first place. You know, if once upon a time people of color was kings and queens, what caused your great fall? And that's the real ultimate question. What caused your great fall? Okay. And if people who are not of color were kings and queens, what caused your fall? Because we all fall short of glory. We all have fallen into our lower selves. That's why we're here. Okay. So that's the real question. If you're so great and you're so powerful, you're so all this good stuff, then why are you here? If you have the answers to breaking down that, I have time to listen. But on the flip side, they would tell you how great and magnificent you are, but you're only great if you're heterosexual. And I'm like, damn, that's not what was taught thousands of years ago. That's not like something that's been implemented in the past 2,000 years. Because once again, ages happen every 2,000 years. Oh, come on in here. And you only got your homophobic ways from religion. For all you witches out there, I don't do the Bible. Your hate against homophobia comes from the Bible. It comes from the Islamic stuff. It comes from the Christian stuff. It doesn't come from nowhere else. Girl, it doesn't come from the oldest living religion. Girl, they don't talk about that. The Rachis don't talk about anything about two men cannot be with two men or two women cannot be with two women or a woman cannot be with a woman. It doesn't say anything about that. So for you to be like, I don't do that, but you do that, girl, you're a hypocrite. You're conditioned. And there's no way that I can have someone to help free my spirit who is still trapped. Okay. Even going into culturally appropriating. I know a lot of people from Africa. Okay. Different parts of Africa. Okay. North, east, west, and south. Right. And these people will talk to me about how they are not fans of so-called African Americans. Because on two sides to that, African Americans will call white folks culturally appropriating if they put in braids and shit, right? And then on the flip side, they'll say, well, my hair naturally gets curly and it kinks up, and that's where dreadlocks come in. Well, obviously, you don't have any white friends because the white people don't comb their hair also becomes matted and entangled, which will then turn into dreadlocks as well. Also, going into that, when you're from America, okay, because this is where you're at. Okay, whether your ancestors were forced here or you came here voluntarily, this is where your blood was shed out. Your mother spread her legs open and gave birth to you, and the placenta came out in this land. Okay, it wasn't in Africa, it was here. Okay, so when your blood was shed here, the first blood that you ever shed was here on this land. Bitch, that whole dashiki, that whole African shape stuff, you know, the continent on your ears and all that good stuff, that is culturally appropriating. And I tell y'all, the Africans don't like that. They don't like that at all. Like, they're not a fan of that. And I wish there was more, because there is a woman out there who's from the continent of Africa. I can't remember what country she's from. It may be Senegal, where she talks about it, where she goes in on African Americans. She goes in. Like, she goes in. Because it is quite disgusting. But on the flip side, you talk about stuff. Yeah, they want to be us. They want to get to it. And it even reminds you too, that's what I said, like, no hate is different from the next hate. Ignorance is ignorance to me. Racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia, it all connects. Because if you break down that hate and you open it up, people are experiencing the exact same thing all across the boards. You have people who have a hate for gays and trans people will say, you want to be me, you know, for trans women. Oh, you want to be just like us. And it's like, if we were like you, then the men who are into us will not be into us. Just kind of throwing it out there. And then, of course, going into the gay man, you know, oh, you know, that's nasty. You can't do it like me. Well, listen, he does something that you can't do because your man wants that. You know, and then going into, you know, religious stuff where people are like, oh, girl, Muslim stuff, that's demonic and da-da-da. Well, listen, girl, they got what you want. They got what you want. They got the rulership. They got the finances. Come on in here. Girl, in fact, I think that Arabic people, okay, next in would be the Punjabis, okay, and the Pakistanis. I think that they've mastered coming into your land and rightfully claiming what is their divine authority. Why many people have been here for hundreds of years still haven't mastered that. And there's no cutting on that. And then, of course, going into that, girl, they face more racism than you face because, girl, they still over there in their countries raping their women and stuff while you're over here living lavishly. So what is really the tea? Is it really somebody hating you, or is it you hating yourself? And that even stems over into, you know, black on black crimes. I tell people the most hate that I've ever received were people who look like me. Okay. I've never been attacked by someone who appeared to be lighter than me. I've never been attacked by someone who you would identify as being white. Okay. I've never been called a nigger. They never called me a faggot, a tranny, a nigga in a wig. They've never done that. If you ever found out anything about me, any of my haters, they all look like me. So for you to think that I'm going to change my mind and say, you know what? Even going to the flip side of my experience that I had with the LGBT community, same thing. Same exact thing. And as I tell people, like, I only could come from a place of truth within myself, because it's not about me liking you because you look like me. It's not about me liking you because we come from the same type of lifestyle. Because of the people in my same type of lifestyle threw me under the bus and put me in a very dangerous situation where they were playing the role of being a woman just to get some dick. And when I was like, oh no, we're going to let them know that you're really that because you already said you are that. So we're going to expose your tea. So, bitch, I have to be humiliated and dragged through the dirt, okay, and had death threats come onto me because of their asses. Can we talk about that for a minute? Going into places where nobody clocks your tea, girl. Everything is good. You safe, you're calm, you and your truth. And girl, there's a queen somewhere saying, I think that's a man. Yes. Because, it kind of looks like, remember, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it kind of looks like her. So I'm like, I don't know. I think that is one. And you're just looking over like, uh-huh. And you probably mad, bitch, because I'm getting the dick that you want. That's not what you're mad about, sis. You mad because I'm attracted to the dick that you really, really want, and you can't have it unless you cat it or cap it, as they call it. So like I said, I've only experienced hate from people who look like me and who have the same type of lifestyle as me. I've never experienced hate outside of that. I usually get more love from lesbian women, and obviously I'm not a lesbian woman. I could identify as being a lesbian, but obviously, bitch, genetically, girls born intersex. I still have, the anatomy of a male there. So, bitch, it is what it is. But I get most love and support from lesbian women. Okay. I get more support and love from women, period. Okay. And also going inside. As I told y'all this before, and I'm going to continue to say this. Girl, when sex working was my only way of surviving, seeing clients and charging my prices, because I knew I was worth more than $50 and $80 and $60, it was the white men that were showing up paying for that. It was the white men that were making sure I was okay. It was the white men that were sending me emails saying, girl, are you hungry? Are you eating? Is your power on? Is your health good? It wasn't no black person doing that, girl. So for once, if you think for once, or for 1 second that I'm going to hate something that's different from me because you think that's what I should do, bitch, you got me mistaken. And as I say, I don't judge people. I'm going to judge you based on your experiences, based on how you treat me. That's how I'm going to treat you. If you treat me nasty, I'm going to treat you nasty. If you read me down, I'm going to read you down. It has nothing to do with your race, your ethnicity, your culture, your religion. It's how you make me feel. But like I said, everybody experienced that. Everybody experienced hate on the same level. And that's why I'm not a fan. I tell you, hate is ignorance to me. And ignorance is ignorance. There's no difference. Racism is the same thing as sexism. Sexism is the same thing as homophobia, transphobia. It's all the same when you get to the bottom line of it. It's people that need to mind their own damn business and worry about what they got going on instead of worrying about the next person. Because at the end of the day, girl, you will always have what is for you. And that's the beautiful thing about life and even spirituality. Like, we come to spirituality to get fed. Our spirits are hungry and nothing in this world can feed it. We cannot get fed by, no matter how much collard greens we eat, how much kale we eat, how much gravy and white biscuits we eat, biscuits and white gravy we eat. We will never be full off of that. Our fullness, our fuel, and our hunger is spirituality. We're here to be set free. They talk about Prison Planet, Alex Jones. Remember him? Girl, this whole existence is a system, and you can't change it. Nothing's going to stop that. That's why you're born into the system. Okay. You have to go through this. So everything that you're finding here is to release you. And you're not being released because you're still stuck on the fact that I got to retrace back my black culture. That's not your culture, sis. When you die, girl, you're no longer a black person. That's not your culture. Oh, I got to maintain my white power. Sis, that is not. Because it said, once again, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. What you being right now in this life is half of the picture. Half of the picture. And this half of the picture is no more than 120 years. So why are you so fixated on that? Why are you so fixated on something you're only going to experience for 100-something years? And then I tell people, the older we get, the further we're getting away from what we think we're getting to, because we're chasing after something that all we got to do is stand still and let the spirits work out. Instead of us letting bygones be bygones and letting, because, going into the gay stuff, I think gay people moved on from the Stonewall stuff. I mean, I would even say this respectfully. I think gay people moved on with the anti-gay stuff because a lot of them live in states that don't care for them. A lot of them live in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. A lot of them live over there in Arkansas. A lot of them live over there in places that don't have laws to protect them. So I think they moved past that. And that's why at the end of the day, that lifestyle is thriving and it's everywhere. But you look at everybody else that fit into a certain culture, right? Because culture is how you identify. Culture is who you identify with. Those cultures they're just getting pushed further back. If you really think about it, they're getting pushed further back because they're focused on things that serve no good. The old mind said, I needed to hold on. And when the new dawn came about, right, it said, let it be go. Let it be go. Bitch, I said it correctly. Let it be go. And what you said, no, I don't want to let it go because I'm so confined within my ego. I have a point to prove. I'm so confined within my root chakra, which is a place known as hell, that I'm going to try to prove that what I'm feeling is valid. And I'm going to project it onto other people. And in reality, it's not. So that's why I tell people, going into the fourth and fifth dimension, girl, we're not there. We're possibly going into the higher third dimension. Maybe the beginning of the fourth dimension, but we have to all work through our traumas. And that's why everything's been pushed out into the forefront. Politically speaking, spiritually speaking, socially speaking, it's all coming to the head. And RuPaul did a song back in what song was that? Let me see when the song came out. Hold on. Come on in here, RuPaul. Let me see when this song came out, honey. RuPaul. What is that song called? Oh, there we go. There we go. RuPaul got a song called People Are People. I want to see when that song came out. Let me see when this song came out, y'all. 2004. Okay, and it's showing it's a remix. It could be before that because I'm not about to be digging all that shit up. But anyway, it came out 2004, y'all. Okay, possibly before then because it's saying People Are People, retroactive mix. So either way, in this song, it speaks of all of the things must come to us to the surface, like a black head and a white head. Now, RuPaul doesn't say like a black head or white head, but all things have to come to the surface. When you have acne, you break out. That is your body purging itself, right? Same thing when you have diarrhea and stuff. Is your body getting rid of something within its system? It's flushing it out. All the stuff that we are seeing right now, including Donald Trump being in office, he represents the collective consciousness of this country right now. And that's how a lot of y'all can't stand it because he's showing you your truth. He's showing you how homophobic you are, how racist you are, how sexist you are. And instead of you acknowledging it and saying, thank you, Spirit, for allowing this man to be in this office, and giving us back what we've been given to the world and society for these past 200, 300 years, it's, I'm going to support it. That's a sign, girl, that you still want to be stuck in that mindset. And this is why things are not taken off where it needs to be at. This is why we're still a type 0 civilization and not a type 1. At this point, we should be at least a type 1, but we're not. We're still a type 0. So anyway, I just want to stop right here and give y'all some food for thought with that good stuff, y'all, because, of course, we had conversations about this. And, of course, let me see who's up in here before I go. Come in here, Grand Madam. How you doing? Come here, Julie, Joey. Yes, honey, come on in here. Life is a vapor. I know that's right, Santa Kelly. How you doing? Yes, come on in here. Another thing that's thought in our that's taught in African countries is men have to spoil and love them natural fat ladies. This niggas here ain't nothing like that. That's why I said, you heard what I said earlier in that comment, Julie Joey. African men are very generous and very caring. I wish that came over to the African American man. Because see, when I say I'm not a fan of African American men, people say, "Ooh, she don't like black people." Oh no, I love black people, girl. I'm not a fan of the African American culture, because African American culture, girl, they're about using. Okay, and I'm not saying this collectively, but I'm saying from my experience of the men I've dated or I've had experiences with, especially let's talk about escorting and shit. Like I posted ads as an escort, and they'll call my phone and be like, "All I got is 80." If you don't have my $300, then why are you calling me and thinking, like, what's the point of that? Go with a girl that got, if you can afford 80, go to 80. Like, why are you calling my fucking phone? Well, I look good. But how are you helping me because you look good though? I mean, what are you doing for me though, brother? You know, that type of bullshit. Or they'll show up and be like, you said 300? I brought 280 because I had to put 20 in my gas. If you can't afford what I'm asking, you don't have to come to me for work. You don't have to come to me for services. And it was always that. And that's why people say, why do girls say no black men? I'm telling you right now, I don't think they mean no black men. I think they just mean certain African American men. Because of course, I never had experiences with all the African American men that would call me, but most of it was that bullshit. Or they make threats to you. Like, let me come and see you, I'm gonna fuck you up. Why would I see your ass, bitch? Because you're not turning me on. That doesn't turn me on. So what is the point of me seeing you? Yeah, girl, bye. Go somewhere else, girl. That's for the birds, honey. Yes, honey. Come on in here. I know it's right, King of Sheba. Come on here, Julie Joy. Oh, listen. DNA test is only 1% accurate. Mm-hmm. Those gay and transgender rulers and spirits in the parts of Africa, these bitches think they come from say otherwise. Let that soak in for a minute. Let that soak in for a minute, what you just said right now, Jay, because you hit the nail on the head. Let that soak in. Let that soak in. Let it soak in. See, you cannot. Oh, come on in here, because now I'm stuttering. You cannot. See, you can come into a place with this, right? But coming into a space with this, because remember, your heart could be affected by the brain. Okay, it should be the heart ruling the brain, but for some people, there is an inverted effect where the mind is ruling the heart. So something that they were taught, like hate, rules how they feel about people and the actions that they put on people. But it should be the other way around. If you listen and feel from your heart, you hear the vibrations, and you see the vibrations in all things. Okay, you see how all things are connected. And I tell you guys that science has proven that there's musical notes in everybody and everything that exists, including the water. And there is one note, okay? I want you to understand this very loud and clear. There is one note that everybody and everything shares. Black people, white people, gay people, fat people, short people, skinny people, Muslim, Christian, the birds, the cats, the dogs, the sea monsters. There's one musical note that all this, everything shares. So for you to come in and say that that's only a part of that culture and it's not about my culture, you're just separating yourself even more. You're pushing yourself further and further away from the glory that you could be living, from the reigning of who you are, from the superior, okay, the higher self within yourself. You're stepping further away from that. And this is why society is so fucked up. You okay? Oh, my baby hit his jaw. Oh, he slipped. Oh, you okay? Come here. You slipped. I know. It's okay. I know it's okay, baby. I know. Oh my God. I know, baby. It's okay. Oh. He liked the paper like that, guys, so you know. Anyway, so according to 76crimes.com, okay, 76 Crimes says there's at least 21 culture varieties of same-sex relationships have long been part of the traditional African life, as demonstrated in a report that was designed to dispel the confusion and lies that surrounded Uganda's anti-homosexuality law of 2014, which have since been overturned. Come on in here. So according to this, okay, according to this, because see, I think that's about power. So you trying to ban homosexuality is about power, honey. According to this, okay, there's a whole bunch, you could check this out. But it said they talk about the 21 cultures, gay cultures on the continent of Africa. It says that in southern Africa in 1606, a Jesuit, okay, described finding a Chabadi, which are men attired like women and behave themselves womanly, ashamed to be called men. This is in 1606. Now, what I want to ask you, black folks and you white folks alike, how many of you are living right now that's from 1606? 1606, girl. 1606 in South Africa, a Jesuit saw Shinbadis, which are men dressed like women and behave like women and were ashamed to be called men. They even got pictures up here, girl. They got pictures up here too, y'all. Come on in here. They got pictures up in here too, y'all. In Dance Lians Regumi de Homie, Les Fremes. Oh, that's in French. Listen. Okay. Wait, I thought they were talking about somebody else. Anyway, I don't know when this picture is taken, y'all, but it's pretty old. You got some very tall trans women right here, girl. Huge, girl. They're huge, girl. They're like 7 feet tall. Okay. In the late 1640s, a Dutch military attachment documented Nzinga, a warrior woman in the Ndongo kingdom of the Mbundu, who ruled a king rather than a queen, dressed as a man and surrounded herself with a harem of young men who dressed as women and were her wives. Matter of fact, there's a place in Africa, which I'm not going to talk about because a lot of people who are so-called Mother Africa, all this shit right here, you know, what they do with whatever that is. I call that voguing, honey. I feel like you got that from the gays. But there's a part of Africa that they still have female ruling. They still have females that rule the village. The females tell what goes on and what don't go on. And they cut off penises, bitch, and you disobey their asses. Come on in here. But in that part of Africa, okay, they also practice a form of magic, which is very powerful. Now, I pointed this out because in this village, they support feminine men and masculine women. So anyway, like I said, we won't talk about that because, of course, you know, people try to, you know. Okay. So anyway, so we're going by 1600s, girl. It says a Bushman painting depicts an African man engaging in same-sex sexual activity. You should look it up, y'all. It says one notably explicit Bushman painting, darling. I don't know what that means. Okay, I don't know what that means, honey. But let's go on in here, honey. Now you got girls in here commenting, girls. See that right there? They over here doing this. Anyway, it says that homosexuality is very African as much as Nigerian. There are a lot of Nigerian men who like some penis, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. It says that same-sex practices were also recorded amongst the Banyoro and the Langi. The pre-colonial benign homosexuality was seen as a phase that the boys passed through and grew out of it. There were practices, and there's still parts of Africa now where they have gay. Oh, y'all not ready for this? They still got parts of Africa where a wealthy man will come into the village and pay for a younger man and marry him and pay the family money, girl. Today, still 2020. You can research it. It's out there, girl. They give you the location, the name of the people, and all that good stuff. Okay. It says there were practices of female and female marriages amongst the Nandi and the Kisi of Kenya, as well as the Igbo of Nigeria and Nuer of Sudan and the Kuria of Tanzania. Among Cape Bantu, lesbianism was ascribed to women who were in the process of becoming chief diviners, known as Isanusis. Okay, I don't think y'all understand it. It says among the Cape Bantu, the lesbianism was ascribed to women who were in the process of becoming chief diviners. Chief diviners, known as Isanusis. See, y'all, see, this is why I said Mother Isis is awakening. Y'all can't take it. In the 17th century, which is present Angola, Portuguese priest Gaspar Azevedo and Antonius Sequitius, said Cetius, encountered men who spoke, said, and dressed like women, and who entered into marriages with men, such as marriages were honored and even prized. It says in the monarchical Zandi culture, anthropological records described homosexuality as indigenous. The Asandi of the northern Congo oh, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Is that what voodoo and hoodoo is? Doesn't hoodoo and voodoo come from Congo, which consists of 176 different cultures, which also tells me that no voodoo and no hoodoo is alike, which tells me that voodoo and hoodoo comes in different forms, shapes, and ways. Anywho, it says that, where's it at? There's the Azandi or Asandi of the northern Congo routinely married younger men who function as temporary wives, a practice that was institutionalized to such an extent that the warriors would pay bride prices to the young men's parents. So that means you have grown-ass men showing up to a village paying families for the young man, the young boy. So y'all not ready for that. But y'all want to sit here on this damn YouTube and this damn Instagram. And I'm a scholar. And I keep telling y'all, anti-homosexuality came from the white man. In Greece, they had homosexual ways, bitch, because ancient Greeks were from Africa. Y'all not understand that. They had ways of that because that came from Africa. The colonizers wanted to teach a new way of thinking. And they said, wait, we need profit. We need profit. Wait a minute. Honey, two men together don't produce, two women together don't produce. So what we need to do is we need to marry out of this culture. We need to give it because the rich is in the blood. We need to make these people mate with other people of the opposite sex. So they start breaking that shit up. And then they start writing scripture shit into it. Because remember, the Bible comes back about 2,000 years ago. And the Bible deals with an age. That's why the Bible does not ring truth no more. All of it doesn't. Come on in here. Because it's past that age. So what they said was, it is wrong for a man to lay down with another man. Because they wanted to teach that to those who are from the continent of Africa. Those who are part of the indigenous ways. According to 76crimes.com. So you regurgitate this whole anti-gay and we don't see it in men dressing like women and that's nasty, this and that. You are doing exactly what the slave masters wanted you to do. And I might want to add that you also have black slave masters. See, a lot of y'all out here walking around don't like white folks, but you had niggas out here whooping your ass too, lynching your ass too. You sure did. You have black men out here too doing the bullshit, girl, selling out for coin and shit. You still got it. Girl, during the 50s and 60s, girl, you have black people out here snitching y'all asses out. Girl, how would the white man know what you were doing in these businesses if there's no white man there? I mean, hello? How would they know what you're doing if there is no white man in the building? That means you have somebody who looked like your ass go back and snitch out for some coin. Yes, I went into the event and it was very scary what they're talking about overthrowing you guys. So guess what? The white man coming to act like he knew shit. Boom, boom, boom. Open that door, niggas. Oh my God, how did they find us? I don't know. Oh, I'm so struck. And the man, and girl, he looking over like, girl. And I'm telling y'all, sign language was the first language. Girl, every culture has a hand symbol or a hand reading. So bitch, they were out here doing signs and shit. Girl, act like they were adjusting their collars and shit, throwing up letters and shit. Okay, I'm gonna point the finger out who it is. Bam, so they know to take them out. Girl, bye. Y'all need to wake up. But like I said, girl, all I'm gonna say is, girl, you could be who you are over there. If you're racist, sexist, homophobic, any of that, girl, I'm not the girl for you. We're not going to be buddies. We're not going to connect. We're not going to be liking of each other. That's just not how it's going to be. We're not on the same frequency, sis. If you're still stuck in the ways of that you have to be only with people that look like you and act like you in a sense of physical characteristics, girl, then we're not compatible. So girl, bye. Enjoy your life, enjoy your next cycle that you're going to have down here. Enjoy your next cycle. Hallelujah. Come on in here. Thank God for the cycles of life. Ow. Y'all not ready for that? Sit over there being cute and shit. Go ahead. Yes, honey. Come on, Julie Joey. Come on here, Eclectic. Come on here, Queen of Plants. Come on here, TC. Ow. Yes, honey. Yes, he was a Capricorn. Yes, he was, honey. Oh, we love some Benjamin Franklin, honey. Don't they got him on $100 bill? Come on, Benjamin. Benjamin was into seances and stuff too, honey. Come on here. See, we had a little thing going on with Benjamin Franklin too. We won't put that out there publicly though. We did a little something with Benjamin Franklin. Ow! And it was very successful. Come on, Benny, honey. Come on in here. The age of the Pisces. Come here, sweetie Spice. How you doing? Yes, honey. Pisces, Zodiac, we love them. I know that's like, come on here, King of Sheba. Yes, honey. Ow, come on here, Santa. Who's doing? Yes, honey. Everybody has a part of the divine plan, including my tax for praise be. I know that's right. Wait a minute, Yellow Joy. I know that's right. I know that's right. Come on here, tax returns. I know that's right, honey. It must be good to get some money back instead of paying. It must be real good, honey. I know that's right. Yes, honey. Yes. You'll burn in hell, but they never said fire. And even going into the fire, see, people got to understand this. This is why the ancients believed that the Most High is a very forgiving. Come on in here. The Most High is a very forgiving. Oh, shit, you're not ready for that. The Most High is a very forgiving God, okay? Because it says that fire purifies and it destroys and make anew. See, when the forests catch on fire, when the ashes and dust settle, new life sprout from that. So it is in the process of the fire that you become unclean. So it's talking about you being thrown into the fire because you had many chances. This is why we said that we've all been through hell. We've all been to hell. Okay. Or we've all been cast into the lake of fire. These are past tenses, right? This is nothing new coming up. These are past tenses, right? So going into that, because like I said before, the Bible talked about being 2,000 years old, right? It's actually 2,600 years old. Each age lasts for 2,000 years. So the Bible was written halfway through one age and now still going on now. Girl, the rapture that you're waiting for already done happened, sis. Just to tell you. Girl, they already came out with the Old Testament and New Testament. How are you aware of the Old Testament and the New Testament, but you're still living through the New Testament? And how did they finish that book like that? Like, that's kind of common sense for me. And like I said, I'm not the sharpest tool in the box. But it's like, how did they finish the New Testament and give us a revelation when we're still living through that? We've been living through that for, how does that sound? That don't sound right. There's something else going on. But like I said before, it is through the fire, the lake of fire, that you're absorbed back into. Because everything has a plan. Everything's a part of the agenda. It says, according to Isaiah, oh, come on in here. The book of Isaiah talks about it very well. Isaiah was a very powerful prophet. So y'all not ready for that. The book of Isaiah. The book of Isaiah speaks about. Let's get this in, honey. Let's get this in, honey. Let's get this in, honey. As the girls always say, honey. Let's get it. What we getting, honey? We getting stupid? Ow. Ow. Okay. So, Isaiah. Oh, come on in here. Isaiah. See, we're going to get right into this right now. Because, see, Isaiah is a powerful book. Y'all want to understand how divination work? Oh, come on in here. You want to know how the Spirit of God moves through things? You want to read the book of Isaiah. Oh, y'all are ready for that. Because the book of Isaiah, and we're going to go into 6. Let's do it. 6 through 8. It says, Isaiah verse 45. Isaiah 45 verse 6 to 8 says, that they may know from the rising of the sun from the west that there is none beside me, that I am Lord, and Lord is none else. Now, see, this scripture talks about who? Who y'all think this scripture talks about? See, I know the book of Isaiah so well, and it connects me with a lot of the Davids that I'm connected to. And I said right here, this scripture right here is speaking about the God consciousness in this spirit. And I feel that this spirit is talking about that right there. It said the rising of the sun. Oh, come on in here. Okay, y'all not ready for that, honey. This being represents the color yellow. Oh, shit, which is connected to the east. Ooh, come on in here, Jesus. But it says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and I create evil. I, the Lord, do all things. So that's how I tell people right here, right now. When you say, well, God is real, and why should I love God when God allowed children to be hungry and God allowed people to be sick? It's not that God allowed that to happen, girl. It's just that's your level of consciousness. And whatever the level of your consciousness is, according to John 1 and 1, is what your life will become. So if your life is broken and your mind is broken, then bitch, you will stay broke. You will have money problems. You will have fucked up credit. You will have problem getting jobs and keeping jobs. You have problem establishing relationships and strengthening relationships because it's all in your mind. You cannot have a broken mind or a broken spirit and create things that whole and attract things that whole. That's why I tell people, you attract a bummy ass man because you're a bum yourself. And there's no cut-ins, there's no shade with that. This is why you invest in yourself to become the best person you possibly can be. And it's why you take classes and you join events and you do things with people. And I'm throwing out there because that's what I offer. But you learn how to do things, seminars, webinars, to learn how can I find and complete myself? Because when you find and do that, girl, now the men who are whole come forward. Because I can tell you from my own experience, girl, when I was down there and I didn't love myself 100%, I said, oh my God, I'm ashamed of being transgender. I'm going to be stealth. Because that's a shame right there. That's being regretful about being who you are. Girl, I was attracting all these men, girl. But these are men that were hurt themselves and not really full into themselves. They didn't really like being, oh, I'm not really open about being into trans. Oh, I can't tell the world that I'm into that. They're going to think I'm gay. So you think I'm gay because that's what you are. So fast forwarding. So in that position, I attracted all these men because they wasn't comfortable with who they were, because I wasn't comfortable, okay, until I hit rock bottom. And that's when the Spirit of God came and said, listen, the Holy Spirit fell on me and said, listen, you can't do this no more to yourself. And I'm like, but I'm doing this to myself. How can I do this to myself? I didn't make them hit me. I didn't make them disrespect me. I didn't make them treat me like I was nothing less than a human. And the Spirit said, bitch, yes, you did. Because that's what's in you. Energy attracts energy. So if you're broken and you're not really trusting of yourself and you really like yourself, how are you going to attract people that's going to like you and love you and see you for what you really are? If you don't know your worth, how are you going to attract people that can see your worth? And that's when I started changing. I said, oh my God, I've been doing all this wrong. I've been doing all this wrong, honey. I've been doing this wrong my whole small years that I was here, but still, I've been doing this wrong. And that's when things just came up. So like I said, all things happen because of the Most High. The Most High allow all things to work according to that will. And bitch, you have to understand that, bitch, you're a part of the will regardless of how it is. So it's saying that God allowed bad things to happen to you and good things to happen to you. And God allowed you the temptation that you go through too. But see, as we talk about, God is not one person, it's the consciousness. And it is through the darkness that you see the light. Oh, come on in here. So if you don't like love and light, as I always say, bitch, then you're not really of the darkness. Because the same being that created the darkness also created the light. The same thing that created the peace also created evil. And the scripture says, I formed the light and created light darkness. Forming and creating is likeliness the same, but it's not really the same. So it says that I formed light from what? Darkness, because darkness was created. Okay, so this is double talking. Darkness was created, and from that darkness, light was formed. So see, you have to understand, if you're going into this, if you're going into color-wise, well, the first thing of man was, the first man of God was a black man. Why? Because it says man of hue. Because the darkest person is a blue man. And last time I checked, the lighter your skin, the lighter your veins are. If you got cool color skin, you can see it too. My veins, I have bluish green veins. If you look at a white person, what kind of veins do you see? If you look at a black person who have skin like me, look what veins you see. Bitch, hue, color, black. Bitch, going into carbon. Carbon is known as, black carbon is known as purple. Blue and red makes what color? Scripture even says that the daughters of men were fair. The daughters of men were fair. Okay. The daughters of men were fair, and the sons of God, right, came in and saw them. They saw them as being attractive, right? And fairness mean bodies of light. They were bodies of light. You saw an array of rainbow, honey. And you had these beings that were dark, heavy in color. They came on in there. We could call them being blue too. We can go on there. We could say they were blue. They came in, girl. They intermingled, and now you have something called black carbon. Carbon is our brain. What does it say? Carbon is 666, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 6 protons. That creates black carbon. So it is the process of the Nephilims, or the fallen angels, coming down, mating with the humans, the men of hues. And that's why your ass is here. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, you don't give a fuck what you are, girl. That's why y'all look alike. That's why y'all look alike, girl. You got black folks that look like white folks. You got white folks that look like black folks. You got Asian folks that look like black folks. You got black folks that look like Asian folks. Girl, y'all look alike, girl. You're the same motherfucking thing. Y'all duplications and carbon copies. Come on in here. As I said before, the scriptures or the spirit can only manifest certain features. And after a while, those features have to be recycled. So this is why a lot of people resemble each other. I'm sure you can find somebody in Asia who look like me. I'm sure you can find somebody in Africa that look like me. I'm sure you can find somebody in Asia, South America that look like me. I'm sure you find somebody that's in North America. Girl, it is what it is. You're everywhere. Okay, everything is an exact carbon copy of the original. But like I said, the original person was not a black. Okay, it was a blue. And last time I checked, bitch, we all got blue blood running through us, honey. It is when the air hits it, right, or the iron, that makes your blood red. But when the blood is in your veins, bitch, it is motherfucking blue. And the darker the red of the blood, the older it is. If you have blood on the towel and it sits up, it starts to become very, very dark. I've even seen blood that became brown. But y'all scholars and shit. That's how I don't fuck with y'all. I can't do it. We can't break bread together, girl, because I can't do it. Girl, I can't. You're high priest and shit, girl. You should be there already. If you're leading the world into peace, you should already be there, girl. You can't be broken and leading the world to peace and, oh, I'm a leader and I'm this and that, but you still suffering from insecurities. You still don't love yourself. Nobody loves me. So how the fuck you teach people how to love other people then? How the fuck you teach people how to get a man and get a woman and you don't even love yourself? Ooh, come on in here, spirit. Woo. Come on in here, spirit. Ooh, come on in here. Honey. When that energy runs through my garage, I just get so hot, y'all. Woo! It could be 30 degrees inside. I just get so damn hot. And like I said, girl, people be thinking I'm on drugs shit, girl. Let's do a drug test. Send over that drug test money, girl. I'll do a video footage of me going to go get drug tested. We'll check everything. I think it's $600 for all that. The haters, please send that coin over. I have no problem doing any drug test live on camera. If I need to pee, y'all gonna see me pee. You gonna see me pee, girl. Hello? Your blood, girl, you gonna sit high. I'm doing documentary because everybody, some of the girls be cutting on me because I drink a lot of water. I eat fruits and vegetables. I get rest. And they're upset because I have high energy because I'm a high vibrational being. Okay. So let's do this footage because they think that I'm on drugs. Go ahead and draw this blood. Yeah. Go ahead. Woo. To take like 9 or 10 things of blood, girl. Oh, girl. I'm getting famished right now. The blood is coming out of me. Oh, girl. You can never come for me, bitch. Ow. Ow. My mom was a witch. She used to cry and say the world is ending for her. And months later she died and it wasn't a deceased. There you go. I'm telling you right now. I know a lot of people that talks about the world ending and there's 2 suns and stuff. All the good stuff. There are 2 suns, but you're not seeing both of those suns. So there's something mentally not right there. And I even take it as far as saying like people do the same thing over and over. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. You're not going to date a man, it didn't work out, and then you're going to go back with that man unless you're insane to hope that it work out. Especially if it's happened over and over again where he showed you that he's not that man. You're insane. You're crazy. And of course, you need help. You need serious help, whether that's spiritually, physically, it doesn't matter. You need serious help. You need serious help because, bitch, let me see your true colors the first time, girl, and I'm done. I got no problem cutting off person, places, and things, honey, including blood. If I can say goodbye to a 10-year friendship within 5 months, okay, I can say goodbye to somebody I barely met 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I can say goodbye to somebody I've never met in person. Girl, I came in the store by myself. I'll go out by myself. Please, okay, come on in here, girl. You're not ready for that. I'm here to please nobody but myself. Ooh, ugh, come on in here. Oh God, yes, honey. Yes, I have black in me, but that doesn't make me African. I know that's right. Why the DNA test kind of funny to me? No tea, no shade, because it's a lie. Yes, honey. Look at the disclaimer. It doesn't say 100% accuracy. I know that's right, Julie Joey. I know that's right. Come on in here. Another thing that's thought in African countries is men have to spoil it. Okay, I already read that. Okay, come on in here. I'm sure witchcraft can make a demon your bitch. It sure can. There's no way, and I'm going to continue to say this, because, I deal with badass bitches. A lot of people out there call themselves badass bitches, honey. They're not on that level. It takes more than plastic surgery to make you a bad bitch. It takes more than knowing books and shit to be a badass witch too. But it takes more than that. So, I was having a conversation with one of these badass witches, and she's a transgender as well. And we don't really talk like she got her thing going on, I got my thing going on. I'm like, girl, whatever. But we were talking about how we maneuver through things. And we're like, people talk about these trans issues and we're not affected by them. And I really don't think about it, y'all, but I'm like, that is so true. And even going into being passed on stuff, I don't believe in that shit right there, because I don't care how fishy you are or how womanly you look. People are, if a man is into you or a woman's into you, or they know your time, they're your kind, they're going to be able to clock your tea. Because even going into me being myself, people always will come and ask me, are you Caribbean? All the time. All the time. I kid you not. I kid you not. I remember one time I was working with a girl from, oh God, she worked at Chevron. We were in Denny's, and I kid you not, we were talking, and a lady said, excuse me, are y'all Caribbean? And we were like, why? No, why? And she's like, oh, I thought you ladies were okay, because you look it. And girl, of course, we were like, no, we're not. But bitch, yes, we are. But like I said before, going to see that bitch, you will always, okay, be. What is in you will always come out to the surface. So if you claiming to be powerful and this and that, girl, you have no problem going into the neck of woods where there's rednecks and get what you want. Because, bitch, those are the men that I dominate. I dominate rednecks. I dominate some motherfuckers that be like homo, nigga, faggot, nigger, all that. Okay, nigga, you got a nasty mouth. That means you got money to match it to. Come over here, motherfucker. Let me show you what a nigga's about. Let me show you what a nigga bitch can do. Come over here. And they be craving it. Oh, kid you not. Kid you not, girl. Got my first reality check back in 2011 when a guy called my thing and he said, hi, I just want to tell you that I'm part of a big racial blah, 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 blah. Okay, what is your name? Of course, he was scared. Oh, no, what's your name? You so big and bad, girl, you this and that. Bam, he gave me his name. I Googled him because, this organization is all public record. His name popped up. Yeah, I was taught to hate you. But I get so turned on by that dark skin and that kinky hair and that da-da-da-da-da. So he started going on. He said, the whole reason me calling you is because I've always been attracted to beautiful black women, but I've always wanted to have sex with a black man. Oh, shit, come on in here. Let me tell y'all, this call was $2,000, y'all. I literally, in one day, $2,000. I sell that motherfucking phone, bitch. And I disrespected his ass because it just turned him on. Hung up, he called back. Call me all the niche. Let me feel the rage that you felt when we be out here lynching. I shouldn't talk about that publicly because that's gonna probably piss people off. But anyway, bitch, I sure did went off on his ass. I went down to girl. I thought of all the stereotypes that people don't put on white folks, and I read him down, girl. It excited him, y'all, to where he was just like, I'm staying on his phone. So of course, I was like, well, maybe that's his fantasy to act that way. Well, he can't get a refund back. And who's out here paying $2,000 for somebody to disrespect them racially, unless he really has something within him that I got to prove a point. I don't know, but like I said, girl, that's what I'm about. That's what I'm about, girl. So spirit, I've demanded respect from the spirits who rule over that shit. Bitch, I'm coming in. You want to run shit? Let me show you I run shit. See, bitch, I know your weakness. Because I'm a sex demon. Oh, come on here. Oh, shit. Oh, I know your weakness. Man, woman, boy, girl, straight, gay. Bye. I know your weakness. So, bitch, let me walk in that place. Oh, and me knowing energy too? Oh, you got a problem with people of color, huh? Well, I also know that people acting like they're little girls turn you on. So that spirit come in and Oh, yeah. So why you don't like me? And all of a sudden, girl, you see something clicking over there like, what? I never said I didn't like you. I said I didn't like the other people. But you're a cool person. But you got these witches out here, girl, afraid to leave their house. You got these witches out here. I'm this, I'm that. Girl, you so this, you so that, girl. Then you better get it, girl. If you ain't got it, girl, you gonna get somebody who has it. So, but see, you haven't mastered yourself, so that's why you out here struggling to sell shit that's really not yours. So, girl, you out here fighting. You're out here writing fake reviews on people who you knows about that life, and you know it ain't gonna stop their ass. You can post 1,000 reviews about somebody, girl. I give people the opportunity to work with me for $33, $80. I give people opportunity to get readings done, girl. We do $3 readings now, girl. Minimum is 10 minutes. You can ask all your questions to confirm if I'm about that life. You have the opportunity. You have classes. You have products to confirm that. You're not gonna believe those reviews, bitch, unless you're not about that life, or unless you want to. I'm gonna act, girl. Bye. Ain't nobody falling for that bullshit. In fact, girl, like I said, if driven people over here to get services done, because I know it's on some bullshit. Oh, I could tell by the review that somebody that's hating on you. Of course it is, because they're disrespecting. I don't care how mad I'm at a woman or a man. I'm not gonna make it obvious that I got hate for them as an individual privately, because then it looks like it's gonna obviously be that I'm hating on them. That's obvious. If I gotta bring up how fat you are in your reviews, or how whatever, oh, I knew she was not about the life because she sounded like a pig, then girl, they would know that that's not a real review. They would know that. So anyway, get off that, honey. Yes, honey, we're gonna learn how to make a demon our bitch with the Hecate class. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right. I know that's right. Come on in here. I know that's right. I know that's right. Come on in here. Yes. We are attracting an old school player again today. Does that mean I have player tendencies? You know you do, Grand Madam. Grand Madam, you used to be a pimp back in the day. Maybe not in this lifetime, but I feel like, Grand Madam, you used to be a madam. I feel like you really had like a brothel full of women. That's why you're so comfortable about sexual stuff and you're so sexual in nature. But I feel like you had a brothel of women, and I feel like your last life was like in a mountainish place. I don't feel like it's in America though. But I feel like you have this brothel and people would come in from all over the world. And they would say, let me have your cinnamon girl. Let me have your tan girl. Let me have your Ibiza woman. You know, they had these names and shit. Because see, you got makeups out there that call themselves Cabo, Egypt. And these are colors of makeup shades. You think that's new? You think they invented that? You think they just thought of that? Girl, that's some claircognate shit coming in. Because that's how they would call it out. Not, no, let me get your white woman. Especially down there in South America, girl. They don't use lingo like that. Let me get I want that white girl right there. I want that black girl right there. I want that Asian girl. Girl, they were like, let me get that Ibiza girl. Let me get that terracotta woman. Let me get that cinnamon woman, honey. Oh, y'all not ready for that. Let me get that chocolate girl right there. So I feel like, girl, madam, these girls, I feel like you made a lot of money. I feel like what ended that broth, I feel like you befriended someone. And this person act like they were your friend, but they actually tried to expose you. They want to learn your secrets so they can expose you, so they can live secretly. And I feel like that's how your demise came into. I feel like your demise came in through, and I feel like it was something being pushed over a ledge or something. I feel that. And I remember we had a talk before. What was this? Oh, this was like 2 years ago, honey. Remember when we did our little sector vector stuff, honey? Oh, yes. Come on here, Grand Madam. Oh, yes. Come on here, Shamika. How you doing? Yes, honey. You figured it out. What did you figure out? Is it muted? What happened? Come on in here, Brown. Yes, honey. Who you doing? Come on here, Santa Kelly. Santa Manta. I love that name, honey. Come in here, Espival. How you doing? Listen, I know your name is not Espival. Y'all know how I get down, honey. Everyone else LGBT publicly, but probably different story. Oh, you said the Queen of Plants. That's how I won't entertain a deal man unless I'm paid. I'm not cutting in, but that's how I got involved in the sex work and stuff. There was a lot of men who wanted me, but they wanted me privately. And I said, well, what do I look like? A bitch who loved herself. A bitch who love herself all the way. All the way. What I look like giving myself to somebody who don't give a fuck about me? Huh. Well, guess what? He wants this fantasy. He wants to be in the presence of a bitch like me. Bitch, I want to be in the presence of Benjamin Franklin. I want to be in the presence of Andrew Jackson. I want to be in the presence of all that tea right there, girl. Whatever you have, bring it on over. So, of course, we eased our way into it. Oh, you want to come over, baby? Bring us some pizza. Bring us some Carl's Jr. Bring us some Chinese food. Bring us some Sun Garden. Listen, baby. We need a case of water. Can you stop by the store and get a case of water? Oh, I don't got time for that. Well, listen, baby, I don't got time for you neither. Click. Somebody brought that case of water. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Somebody brought that case of motherfucking water. Okay. So Spirit introduced somebody else to my life. She was a lazy ass bitch too. Oh girl, real lazy. Her name was Elizabeth. Lazy girl. Come on in there. Talk about some. Listen, we can make some money together. Oh, okay. You're a business-minded person. We could do it. Girl, when it came down to y'all, I stuck with my commitment. Because that's when I was struggling, shit, girl. I had no money or nothing, y'all. I was on my commitment, but she was sleeping all day. She'll get up, see one client. So girl, I was seeing the clients by myself. I'm like, fuck that bitch. You're not fucking on my coin, honey. Hello? So girl, even to where, girl, I ended up telling like one of the guys my tea because I didn't tell him at first. Because girl, we're not having sex. We're doing, massages. So bitch, you don't need to know. And I told the guy, and he was like, I'm totally uncomfortable with that. Yeah, I gotta go. And I think he ended up throwing up and shit too, y'all. And I said, He was excited about me being trans. And sure enough, y'all, 6 months later, he called me and said, yeah, I just want to apologize the last time, blah, 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 blah. I really wasn't ready for it. I know you wasn't, baby. That's why you threw up. Because ain't nobody throwing up over the fact that I'm a transgender girl. What you thinking about? Putting your mouth on me? And why would you be thinking about putting your mouth on me, honey? Anyway. So, girl, he came over. Another guy came over. He said, listen, you need to start posting on this as an escort. You don't have to have sex with them. You could charge them for your time. And sure enough, I did. Y'all remember that was August 10th of 2010. That changed my life, honey. So, girl, like I said, girl, we don't do that. Ain't no Craigslist meeting up on an app for free, girl, unless you're about that life. Like I said, I've been engaged 2 times, right? 2 times with heterosexual identifying men. The first one had no problem off the gate. Listen, I love you. I want to be with you. I'm going to let my family know what it is. Now, it was a nasty situation, but he stuck through with it. And of course, that ended, but we're not going to get into that. And then second guy, same thing. Listen, I want to be open with it, but let's make sure you're post-op. And I'm like, okay. But of course, I'm not changing for someone. If that makes you comfortable, so be it. But at the end of the day, girl, I'm still a transgender. Post-op or pre-op, girl. You're still funneling some balls and a cock somewhere. Whoa, come on in here. So y'all not ready for that. Y'all not ready for that, bitch. You're not ready for that. And as I was told, male and females are just some of the genders that exist. And when y'all, some is the conjuring stuff, girl, we go over that good shit. Even in activation of Hecate, honey, you're gonna learn how to pull up spirits that's gonna tell you about things, honey. So are you gonna say, what? There's such thing as 2 men having babies? Well, now if you talk about anatomically, because in the physical form, you need a vagina, you need a penis to create. But in the spiritual form, you don't need that. Especially if your nature is shape-shifting. You could temporarily manifest as a feminine energy to match up with that masculine energy to create the yin and yang, which is a complete circle, which is the egg, which symbolizes the sperm and the egg intertwining. And then out of that births a new seed, a new species, a new individual, a new type of energy. So that's why we talk about some as a conjure, where you have people, there's an order of beings that we talk about that I learned from one of my mystery schools, that they have a human father and an angelic father. Y'all not ready for that. Y'all not ready for that, honey. Anyway, oh my God, I need someone that pays me to talk shit to them. I know that's right, Queen of Plants. Listen, we're gonna be having a class on the seeds of Oshun. How? Oh, whoop, oh God, ooh, yes, woo, girl. I might have to make that into a 2-part. I might have to do an in-person session and an internet session. Come on in here. Okay, you got a job at Family Dollar. I know that's right, Joey. Congratulations on that. Yes, come on here, Family Dollar. Do I get a discount? Uh, Listen, I'm not a fan of Azariah and Sandro. That bitch is a messy ass, gullible, butt, trollop ass fucking slut bitch. I can't stand that motherfucker. Let me tell you one motherfucking thing about Azariah and Sandro. Because y'all know that bitch, okay, we moved on, I think. But I still find this bitch is still talking some shit. I'm about ready to book a flight over there to Oregon and show her what's up. What's up, sis? Anyway, on a serious note, that bitch lied and said I had AIDS. YouTube, there was a rumor going around on YouTube saying I had AIDS and shit, y'all. And I'm just like, girl, what? 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 That's something new to me. Girl, how do you know what I got? And I go get tests done every 3 to 6 months, especially if you're on hormones. Excuse me, especially if you have if you're taking prescribed hormones, girl, you have blood work that's done every 3 to 6 months. So how do you know that I have something that I don't know I have? And I go to this doctor on a regular basis, girl. They draw blood from me, they take urine from me, all the good stuff. So what? On top of that, girl, you could do swabbing where they test to see if you're instantly. There's 2 places down there in California, Southern California, Madera, California, and Fresno, California. They will give you condoms if you do a blood test to see if you have AIDS or not. Last year in August, girl, we went down there, we got some free condoms, girl. They have to swipe your shit or they poke your finger, boom, they tell you instantly if you have it or not. I got the email stating those results, and that was just middle of last year. I have not had intercourse with nobody, girl, since 2018 October. On top of that, bitch, I don't fuck men who like to go around and get communication. As I said before, the straighter you are, the more I'm turned on. And I'm not out here scouting straight men either, girl. Just so happen they come towards me. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is, honey. Okay, I'm attracted to some gay men too. Don't get that twisted. But I'm into the masculine stuff. That whole I like getting dick down. Ooh, sis, I can't. I can't. I see you as a sister, brother, but I can't, mama. I can't. I'm into masculinity. So that bitch right there started a rumor and also the bullshit, girl. This bitch came to my house. Okay, she stayed in my house for 2 weeks. Now, I could have charged her because she was seeing clients in my house, Joey. I could have charged her, but I didn't. So you come to my house and then you embarrass me and then you get me disrespected. Girl, we went to the Pearson place, right? First of all, I got disrespected in the fucking tattoo parlor because of your ass. You get me kicked out of a beauty supply store almost because of how ratchet and fucking faggotish you were acting. Oh, honey. Oh, I'm trans, this and that. Girl, if that's what you are, you don't got to act like that. So the bitch clocked the T. She got upset about the girl clocking the T, and she want to basically loop me into it. And the girl's like, to be honest with you, I didn't even know that you were trans. I know your sister. I know your family. They never told me that you were their brother. I thought 100% that you were actually, I didn't know that, girl. So I apologize for your friend, but I had no idea about you. Because you know that's what the girls do. When they get clocked. They try to loop you in it. Oh, girl, they clocked us. No, they didn't, girl. No, they didn't. So I was very embarrassed. I was very embarrassed that this person would be someone who looked like me, also transgender, and show up to a place of business and make it about you when it wasn't about you. They cater to Black people. They cater to people that are different. And you showed a fucking fool. You acted a fucking fool, girl, because that's what you are. You a bummy ass bitch. And that's why I can't fuck with that bitch at all. At all. And from what I'm told, she's still a bummy ass bitch. From what I'm told, she's still a bummy ass, shady ass faggot. It is what it is. I don't care. It is what it is. She's still on that level. And that's why she will never be in the presence of me. Ever. Ever, girl. You want to be a woman? Act like it. You want to be respected by people? Act like it. Girl, then we go into Costco. Mama getting into it with a guy because the guy sees me on the app. And the guy just said, and maybe that was my fault, but he's just like, who is that guy acting crazy by you? Because he didn't see a woman. He saw a guy with colored hair and glasses. And she's like, tell that faggot. I'm like, ooh. So girl, the guy was about ready to come over there and body slam her. Because he's like, that's not a woman. That's a gay man honey, this is man to man. That's not a woman. And she was like, well, tell him to come over. Girl, I was like, girl, you don't want it. I was like, girl, you really don't want him to come over here, girl. You really don't. But he really was like, who is that? Okay, then we get to T-Mobile. That's the girl I was part of the story I was talking about, Joey. We go to T-Mobile and in the middle of the mall, and this is like 2011, 2012. Yeah, this is like 2011, the end of 2011. And the guys were like, damn, flirting with me and shit. I guess she couldn't take it because they wasn't seeing it for her. So she's like, girl, let's go. Girl, let's go. So they were like, oh, hell no. So, bitch, I'm like, let me go because this bitch is embarrassing me. Like, mama, if you look like that, why are you acting like that? If you're looking like this, why are you acting like this? Well, that's not acting. No, girl, if this is really what you are, if your mannerisms is a man, if your actions is a man, if you act like a man, if you speak like a man, if you interact like a man, then why are you presenting yourself as this? It must be a sexual fetish for you. Well, no, it's not. It's who I am, girl, and I'm intersex, and I was born with X now. But the shady thing of it all, because we can move past that. That was so long ago. The shady thing of it all is that I had a roommate. I had two roommates, actually. It was the couple. And this bitch was flirting with the guy. Some things went down, and we're not going to point out what it is. And I confided in her because that's a friend. At least I thought. But let me tell you what this bummy ass rat face bitch did. And this is what bums do. That's why I say you can't befriend bums. If you're a queen, you need other queens to fuck with because a queen is not out here exposing people. And a queen is not gonna, let me let them know so I can get this bitch fucked up because I can't have what she have. So she's envious of a bitch like me. Okay. Which, by the way, she initially hit on me. As she did other girls too, which I won't say no names, girl. That's before she transitioned at 28 years old. Girl, I knew I was a woman girl since I was 3 or 4. Honey, hello. I got into fights, girl, to kind of convince them that I was a woman, honey. Girl, I got put on punishment, mama. Okay, I got my ass whooped and put in the room because I told somebody I was a girl, not a boy. They called me a boy and I said, excuse me, honey, I'm not a boy. If I'm a boy, you a fat bitch. Girl, I got my ass whooped and put in the room. And I didn't get put in the room for calling her a fat bitch. I got put in the room for telling them that I was a girl. And it wasn't about my mama neither. It was about my babysitter. So all I'm saying is, girl, she goes back. I tell her, I confide in her being a friend and a girl. She go back and she tell the guy, Mia is telling everybody that y'all A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So he messaged me the screenshot and was like, so why are you telling about it? And I said, wait, first off, I didn't tell nobody that. She typed that to herself because when I talked to her over the phone. Because see, when somebody confirm me about talking shit, I'm going to tell them flat out. I told her over the phone, but she's a friend. I confided in her. But I'm going to tell you why she did that, because she wanted him. So not only did she add him, she added my sister. She added my brother. She added my cousin. She was adding my friend. And I'm just like, sis, you don't know my people. But I know what she was doing. She was trying to ask people to get aspects of me. And I tell y'all before, my best friends don't know every aspect of me. The only person that knows every aspect of me is my mother. My mother knows all of my aspects. My brothers, my sisters, they know little aspects of me, but my mother knows everything. So, bitch, if you want to know everything about me and who I am, you ask my mother. Girl, everybody else don't know that. So she was trying to get information on me to expose me or to do whatever she was going to do. But the gag of it all is, let me tell you how spirit worked. Come on in here, hallelujah. She fucked over somebody. And I asked, like, well, why is she running away so much? Why is she traveling to Minnesota and New York and Boston? Because, girl, she was on another girl's couch, too, in her hotel room, sucking dick for free or charging $40. Oh, on top of that, the girl wanted to, make her look better. She didn't want that. She wanted to look like what she is. No tea, no shade. But she, okay, respectfully, the person that she got into it with told me that she was running from her past. And the story goes that she was blank, 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 which I will not talk about that here because that's not what I do. I don't expose people. And I said, this is making sense to me because there was a lot of minors that were associated. And even going into her daughter, Willow was on Backpage up there in Washington. Willow was only 14 years old, girl, on fucking Backpage, girl, posting fucking ads at 14. And I'm just like, wait, you have a gay mother who's a grown-ass woman being a mentor to you, sex positive, but she's letting a minor sex work? Like, there's no way, girl. And it could have been somebody using her pictures. It could have been. Maybe somebody was using, Willow's pictures. I don't know. But I was just like, there's no. And it's in the area that she was in, like, no, ma'am. So I was like, girl, this is some sad, sick shit. If you are a mentor for the youth, you will be inspiring them to be better than who you are. Not every time I say, girl, you supposed to add up and you make your coin like that. Girl, you go on Backpage and get some coin. Especially in Washington State, girl, that's the state of demons. Girl, I don't even think people should be escorting up there, period. That's the state of demons, girl. They do a lot of behind the scenes drug trafficking bullshit up there. The what? And you're employing your daughter to be a sex worker? Oh, bitch, you need your motherfucking bitch. So that's what really got me going there. The other shit we got past, we got over it. But when she said I had AIDS, that got me going. When she hit up the guy and was trying to say, yeah, she said boo, 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 boo. And I'm just like, girl, why would you do that? Oh, you're jealous. And the gag of it all is when she came to my house, rest in peace to my sister. When she came to the house, y'all, the taxi brought her in front of my house. I lived in the projects. The taxi brought her in front of my house. And the taxi guy just opened the trunk. And as a ride was, I like, so you're not going to help me with my bag, sir? I'm a woman. Honey, that man looked up and down and got in that car and shut that door. Bitch, that's not funny, but I said, girl, bye. You can never compete. You can never be there, girl. You can never be on that level, ever. And then even going into the people that she befriended, like, girl, I thought I let her go. But girls who were like established and just, on my level, at least I thought they were on my level, she was trying to get in and oh, I know that person. Oh, they live in the hood. Oh, they this and that. Girl, I used to live in the hood, girl. But you got to understand, before I lived in the hood, girl, I had nothing. Girl, whether I lived in the hood or not, girl, I had my own shit. You didn't have shit, girl. You were sleeping on people's couches. You could never come for me, girl. Even in the hood, when my room was $250, girl, I was making $1,000+ a week. And that's what got me out of the hood into a middle class area. Okay. And then in that middle class area, girl, I was able to branch up from there too. And then, girl, so forth, and so forth. So, girl, while you upset, girl, we're growing here and you're still where you're at 10 years ago. You're still where you're at 20 years ago, girl. So who's the bummy bitch? Who's the envious bitch? Who want to be like who? And that was my problem with Azariah Sandro, aka Monroe, whatever the hell that bitch go by now. Whatever the fuck that bitch go by now. But I don't see it for people like that. In your mind, you have a life that everyone else don't see. In your mind, you're established and you're this and I'm that and I'm over and I'm honey. But nobody's seeing that for you, sis. They see you as a banji, ghetto, cross-dresser. No cut-ins. Because according to the experience that they had in my city, that's what they were given, honey. And people are like, why do they act like that? I'm telling a girl, I kid you not, my sister was like, why is she acting like that? She's like, she's not like you. Flat. My sister was like, no. She don't give me tranny. She don't give me that. She give me something else. And like I said, rest be on my sister. But she was like, why does she act like that? I was like, girl, I really don't know. Because that's not how I would act. Like, there's nothing wrong with being loud if that's who you are, but to really make it a scene and I'm trans, like that shit irritates me. Oh, you're treating like this because I'm black? What? Why would they pick you out of everybody that come in here? Everybody coming here is black. Why would they pick you? Well, I think they're trying to get over me because I'm transgender. Oh, the black card ain't gonna work, so they coming for you because you transgender. Oh, wow. That's a good one, sis. That's really good. So if the gay thing didn't work, let's say if it was a queen serving you, what you would have said is because you're chubby. It's all a mindset, honey. We're gonna leave it there, honey. We're gonna leave it there, honey. We're going to leave it there, honey. Rest in paradise. I know that's why I come on here, third eye, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. All right, father grew up in the hood. Oh, that's right, Joey. He's a wigger. You and Willow were minors. And one of Azariah's child was coming for me. Was that you, Joey? Was that you that was coming for me, Joey? I forgive it was you. One of her children was coming for me, and we kind of got into a debacle in the comment section. And I hit her up, and she's like, "That's what you get." And I was just like, "Is this bitch sexually doing things with her child?" Because I would never call somebody my son or my daughter, and we're doing sexual stuff together. Like that, like girl. So that's why I said I was seeing some weird shit going on, and I wasn't a fan of that. I was seeing like, girl, I was seeing like some shit that looked very suspect to me. And that's why I said I got to cut all ties because if shit fall back down, they question everybody that you're connected to. I don't got minors claiming that I'm their mother. And if you are claiming I'm your mother, girl, everything is public. We're not getting on the phone privately. And what's up? What you got going on? Well, you having sex already? Okay, well, you need to use a condom. Excuse me, honey. You're 28 years old. That's a minor. That minor could go to school and get a counselor to talk about their homosexual, transgender tendencies. That minor could go to their parents to talk to them about shit. Who are you as a grown man or grown woman coming to a minor and advising them on sexual activity? Actually, I think that's actually illegal. I don't think you can advise a minor on sexual activity. And yeah, I don't think you can even do that, girl, because I think even for sex education, you need to sign a paper. If you finished high school, you know what sex education is. If you finished high school. So yeah, we Anywho. She always telling me, she ain't nothing wrong with living in the hood. Ain't no wrong with living in the hood, honey. I learned how to survive. I bet you that. They were shooting every day where I lived at, honey. I lived there for 6 months. I knew how to survive. And I was protected by the blood. Woo! Come on in here. That's when I stopped talking to her. I escorted with her out of hotel at 16. Joey, is this allegedly or is this real? Is this allegedly or is this real? Because that is my problem right there. That is perverted ass bitch. I love sex. I'm gonna be a positive sex movement. But that's why that body got all those ailments that's going on there. That's why that body's fucked up. That's why you're feeling all that pain and shit. Since those are spirits eating at your flesh. How? You letting everybody suck and fuck on you. One of my people, not my spiritual people, this guy I know he works at a Jack in the Box, gay guy. He's always telling about his personal shit, God. I'm like, girl, you shouldn't be doing this on the clock. He's like, I don't care. But he be on the clock, y'all be, girl, you know, I went through Jack in the Box, got me some jalapeno poppers last night. And he's like, yeah, I was having sex with this guy and I was feeling like my butt was being cut up. And I said, honey, was he putting blades on you and shit? And he's like, no, it was just, that's what it felt like. And I was like, this is odd. I said, honey, he probably has some spirits in you. He was projecting some shit into you. And girl, he was looking flush eyed, kid you not. And he's like, this was 2 days ago and I've been feeling not myself. Yeah, he probably projected some shit into you, honey. That's why I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you, girl, you could be, listen, the game is so sexy to me. JCI, you could be a cross between JCI Taylor and some fucking, there's a lot of guys I think are hot. Damn. You can be a cross between the game and shit. Damn. I can't even think right now. There's so many sexy men to me. Oh my God. Anyway, you can be a cross between Jayceon and somebody else I like that's super sexy. Bitch, just because you look good, I mean, I'm gonna say, yeah, come over, let me get some of that. Oh yeah, oh, you got 15,000 for me. I'll take it for 15,000. Money don't turn me on like that, girl. Looks don't turn me on either. But you got to get this wet before that get wet. So you got to get this wet. Let me see what's going on in your mind. But that person, he was hungry, and the spirit gave him what he needed. Oh, come on in here. Oh, he was hungry. So spirit said, you hungry? I got something good for you, baby. Spirit gave him that. So like I told him, I said, girl, you might need to do some spiritual cleansing shit. And he's like, what is that? Listen, honey, next time I see you, we'll go over that, honey. Because, girl, It's a serious thing, honey. Good night, Grand Madam. Yes, honey, you want that. Come on here, Grand Madam. Ow. Yes, love and light, honey. Yes, honey. Removing of testicles. Right. Listen, Third Eye Iris, they clock. Bitch, we're collective. Girl, just like the hotel, they clocked that bitch. She talked about something. No, they clocked us. No, they didn't. Girl, Mighty says I'm a female. Mighty says I'm a female mama. There's no way they clocked us. They clocked you. Because even they were saying the big one. When we walked past them, I heard them say the big one. Girl, you taller than me, girl. Girl, I'm almost 5'11", girl. You're 6'2", 6'3". So who's the big one? On top of that, I was skinny, girl. You were big. So who were they clocking? Even in shoe size, your shoe is bigger than mine. So what tier are they clocking, girl? And that's why when I went down, I can't do that shit anymore. If a friend of mine get clocked, she get clocked, and I'm keeping it pushing. Because bitch, I went down there, girl, and I was like, oh, they clocked us. And she's like, what? What does that mean? Oh, they knew I'm transgender too. And the girl was like, come again? Yeah, I'm transgender too. My friend is also transgender. And they clocked RT according to her. And they were talking about us being men and shit like that. And she was like, hold on, let me check this out. Girl, on top of that, the guy got on the app and said it. He said, to be honest with you, we were debating for sure if you were a man or a woman because we knew that your friend was a man. And we were like, well, why is she hanging out with him? That's their words, not mine. And I said, first of all, there's a lot of women that hang out with trans women and gay men. That means nothing. But second of all, it probably looks suspicious because we were so confident. I don't know. I just feel like when men are into certain type of things, they know regardless. That's why I'm not into fooling and being passable. On top of that, bitch, I want you to know that I'm secure in who I am. Bitch, I'm a tranny. Not to everybody. But bitch, hello, yeah, I'm transgender. Bitch, I'm not about to act like I'm a woman to get some dick. I'm not about to act like, girl, that's some self-hating bullshit right there. I'm proud of being who I am. You don't want to keep it moving. I got no problem, girl. I get it all. European man, South African man, South American man, Asian man, girl. I got no problem getting it. So, bitch, you want to, you don't. Oh, well, bye-bye. Bye-bye, honey. And I can assure you anyway, because you're hollering at me while we're at a gas station, that we want to went past the bedroom anyway. So whether or not I tell you that or not, it wouldn't matter because you weren't going to marry me, even if I wasn't trans, because you know they play that role. What? Oh, I was fooled? Girl, you were trying to sell me a pipe dream anyway, mama. You said that you had a mansion over there in Spanos, mama, and you're over here at the damn 7-Eleven driving a hoopty. There's no way that hoopty makes it out of that era back into the city like that every day. There's no way, mama. So you're about to sell me pipe dream. On top of that, I'm looking at the sticker on the back of the car. I see 5 people there, mama. It said mama, daddy, brother, sister, and a dog. So whose vehicle is this? Your sister's? Girl, bye. Magenta, purple, red, blue, love it. Come on in here. Come on in here. Ow. Mystic, what is your opinion on orchiectomy as SRS for the trans woman? I'm not a fan. Come on here, Farron. I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of SRSs. Orchiectomies, I'm definitely a fan of that. You're a trans woman, get you an orchiectomy. SRSs, I don't feel like it matters because at the end of the day, you're probably not going to feel it anyway. On top of that, it's very risky. You can literally die from that. And they said that 60% of the women who get the SRS end up committing suicide. And the transgender population is already less than 1% of the population. So my thing is be who you are and be comfortable with that. And if you cannot be comfortable with that, then, seek help with that. Because in the day, girl, pre-op, post-op, you still one of the girls. And a man, oh, I can't do a penis. I've been with men who were not into the penis and we were still together. And we still had sexual fun. He didn't have to touch, he didn't have to sit. I was okay with that. I'm not my penis. You can caress me, you can kiss me, you can hug me, you can do all this stuff without touching that. I'm okay with that. But a lot of girls be like, oh, I gotta have it touched. Are you really trans? Because it came out about the other girl out there, I won't say her name, who says she's a trans woman. She said that she loved to have her pee-pee play with. See, I don't care about none of that, honey. If you like it, you like it, you don't, we're going to keep it moving. But I'm not going to force that on you. Because to be honest with you, girl, my main thing is into masculine men. A lot of masculine men are not into playing with nobody else's penis, including a lot of masculine gay men. Oh, shit, y'all not ready for that. Y'all not ready for that. There's some gay men that don't play with penis, too. You're going to say, well, how's that possible? Listen, girl, I know a few. I can name 3 of them right now. And I can gladly call them and do an interview with them, girl. They can tell y'all, honey, they're strictly tops. They're not, they don't mind looking at you doing your thing, but they're not about to touch it. And they're only into men too, by the way. They're not into women. Girl. It sounds like a lawsuit to me. Girl, now I'm saying a lawsuit. Ah, 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 ah. Grandmother. Ah, 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 ah. Listen, y'all, I gotta go. Oh, oh, thank you, Joey. Listen, it's not about liking better. I only do things if my heart is in it. I will only fuck with people if you genuinely like who I am. I'm not going to change who I am to get you to like me. And that's what a lot of people can't take about me. I'm not going to act like I party for you to like me. I'm not going to act like I drink. Ooh. You drink, no, I don't. You smoke, no, I don't. To be cool. I'm not going to do that. If you don't like that, we're going to keep it moving. Oh, well, what do you have against people who smoke? I don't have anything against people who smoke. You want to smoke, that's your story. But don't come to me or try to compare me to you, or don't think you could come for me. Because at the end of the day, girl, if you're about that life and you're really that queen and that king, girl, you could fight those demons. My demons have already been fought. That's why I never put that shit to my mouth. I've smelt it, but I've never, or any of that. Those demons have already been slayed, mama. You're still fighting with that. So you're not on this level, sis. Hotel Pennsylvania. That is crazy. We rebuked that in their fight. Yellow Joy. That's what he said. Yellow Joy. I swear to you. Jalapeno poppers. Can I have jalapeno poppers? Can I have honey mustard? Yeah, sure. Okay, what else you like? Can I have a cherry limeade? Blah, blah, blah. Because I really needed something, sweet. I've not had anything all day. So I was like, let me get my energy level up. Honey, I pulled up to the window. He's like, hey, girl, I've not seen you in a while. I said, no, honey, there's a Jack in the Box everywhere around here. On top of that, I really don't be at home like that. And he's like, girl, oh my God. My butt, oh, girl, it was so cut up. And I'm like, what? Were you keister and shit? And they're like, no, I had sex with this guy that I met in drive-thru and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, ooh, that's all like some spiritual shit. And he's like, no, it's not. I'm like, no, yes, it is spiritual shit. Then we start, and I'm like, yeah, he was probably sucking something for you. And he's like, yeah, I've been feeling weird for the past 2 days. Yeah. You feel weird for about 2 days because mama was in there pulling shit from out of your body. Mama knew that you were high vibrational, you had high frequency, and mama said, let me get some of that. And I keep telling y'all, that's why a lot of these heterosexual men are into the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community. A lot of these men are into lesbian women too, because they know that energy. A lot of these men are into gay men because they know the energy. A lot of these men are into trans women. It depends on their level of experience, but they're into that because they pull that energy, and then they go back to the women and they project it onto them. So that's how you be like, my man is good. He this and that. Girl, he might have a sissy behind him making it happen like that, and there's no cut-ins on that. But it is what it is. Gay people operate, LGBT people operate at a higher frequency. And in fact, they said a lesbian woman operates at the same frequency as a male, which is low. They got a chart up there. Y'all can look that up, girl. You can look at the energy chart. But trans women and feminine men operate at a high frequency at the same rate as females do. So like I said, girl, is it science behind DL men? Are men that are into that type of stuff, or what's behind all that? Girl, I'm just saying, honey. Okay, I'll be stepping my pussy up, honey. Sex positive does not mean having sex with every other person you meet. You said it. You said it, honey. I know that's right. You said it. I know that's right. Like that GameStop training. Everything about her was manly. The way she kicked down the stand. Yes. I'm not going to cut in on this person. I'm just going to say this. I had a client named, I won't say his name, But this client was a district manager for a big corporation. And this corporation is all around the world. And he came to me for a Dom session because he said, I run a lot of people. I have 3,000 people that I deal with personally. Then underneath them, I have about 7,000 people. So there's about 10,000 plus people that I deal with on a regular basis I got to handle. So he said, I'm really, really stressed out. I need someone to take charge of me who know how to break me down, mind, body, and spirit. So I'm coming to you because I feel like you can do it. I'm into feminine energy, but I feel a little bit of masculine energy to break that down. So of course, he came, and the first time he wanted just a session verbally. The second time he brought a suitcase full of clothes and shoes. I'm like, damn, I wish I could fit that shit because it was so big, y'all. Oh my God, the shit was so huge. Like, girl, I put on one of the heels, girl, and my feet kept slipping out. I was like, damn. But anyway, he had a suitcase full of clothes and he wanted me to dress him up. So we spent 3 hours, y'all, right? It was $3.50 an hour. 3 hours. I did his makeup. We put a wig on. We put clothes on him. And he got so excited about that, y'all. I kid y'all not. And the guy, the transgender in that video clip looked like this client. I kid you not. And girl, like when I saw it, I was like, is that my client? Like, I kid you not, I was on the phone with her. I was like, girl, you see the video clips of that transgender? Is that? Wait a minute, honey. Where is that at? Because girl, that guy was from, anyway, I'm like, girl, but the whole thing, I'm a lady. I would have kept it moving. What's your corporate number? That's how I handle it, girl. When I went to Boomers. There was a go-kart place here called Boomers. I went to Boomers and I had no problems, right? I went to Boomers. I ended up going to the inside lobby and one of the workers said, excuse me, ma'am. I mean, sir. And bitch, I turned around and my sister was like, what did he say? I said, he called me ma'am. I mean, sir. So she's like, what? I'm like, no, girl. I said, no, we're going to do this very white woman. We're going to do this very white woman. Because he probably said it because he wanted me to do something to him because he wanted to fight it out. And he was going to go home and think about it and play with himself. Oh, I got into it with a transgender. I was loving how she was all up on my body. You know, it's like the wrestling shit. We won't get into that. Full body contact sports. Let me feel on this booty and shit. Anyway, so girl, I followed his ass outside. And of course, my sister-in-law come and her boyfriend at the time come. It was her fiance. And, you know, they want to make sure no one go down. And I said, excuse me, what is your boss's name? What? Who? Yeah. Who's your manager or who's your superior? Who's your supervisor? Well, the manager's not here right now. Okay, so who's supervisor? Just like I'm, girl, I caught it. Girl, supervisor come up. Hi. Yes. So basically this person right here disrespect me, called me sir, blah, 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 blah. I'm a woman. I didn't say I was I said, I'm a woman. And he called me sir. Oh, what happened? I was walking in minding my business and he just, so of course, so I wanted to go off. I'm like, girl, calm it down. She was calling me obnoxious and shit, girl, but she was more obnoxious than I was. So they were like, okay, we're going to handle this. In fact, can I have the corporation number or district manager? Because I want to talk to someone higher up because I just don't feel like this is going to be worked out. Because he looked like he's the employee of the month or something. Like, I kid y'all not. He looked like he was the employee of the month. Because he looked like he kissed ass. He looked like that person he would kiss the manager's shit ass and he'd come out and flip the customers off. Ooh. So, bitch, sure enough, I called that. And I was very professional. I said, yeah, you know, your worker there, disrespected, blah, blah, blah. Girl, when I tell y'all, girl, we got passes to this place for a whole 30 days. All of us. I said, well, there was 5 of us there. Girl, all of us for 30 days. We go there. We could ride the goat carts. We could play that. Girl, we did it for a whole month. It wasn't every day though. We went like every Thursday and every Friday, I believe, because they did some type of deal or something. It was like half off on pizza or something. But bitch, we went for 30 days. We sure did. So like I said, that's not how you act. You get the corporate number, you keep moving. But you trying to prove a point, that means that you feel some type of way. Let you clock my tea, sis. I'm comfortable in being who I am. Let you clock my tea. Are you mad? Flat out. Excuse me. Hi. Are you mad? Yeah, you called me a man. I mean, are you mad? Well, I mean, what's going on? Are you mad? Do you want this? You want me to want you? Because you paid attention to what I want. See, that's how you make people feel stupid. You don't, no. That was that testosterone shit right there, girl. Yeah, mama need an orchiectomy. No cut in. Mama needs to go to get that orchiectomy because she kind of up there. Hormones take some time to kick in. You need to start as early as possible. So mama probably started hormones about 40, 41. Okay, mama needs to go to get that orchiectomy so that body could fully adjust. Mama could let out some of that rage and keep it pushing. No cutting, no tea, no shade. We love our trans sisters out there. And, like I said, there's a lot of mental illnesses going on. A lot of people are mentally ill and they're identifying under the trans umbrella. And like I said, we cannot judge them. We have to send them love and light. But, it is what it is, girl. I think that person following that condition. Something happened and it was not. Oh, Jesus. Woo! Come on in here. Let's pull up this scripture right here. See, y'all not ready for this. And we're going to be done. We're gonna be done, honey. We're gonna be done. See, the Bible. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, y'all not ready for this. Y'all not ready for this. By the way, the Bible talks about the Ethiopian eunuch. Y'all remember the Ethiopian eunuch in the Bible? Philip? Oh, shit. Oh, coming in here. So, wait a minute. The Hebrew word saris or sadis means eunuch. But anyway, okay, so listen, let's get into this, honey. Okay, the scripture says, let's get into this. Hold on. And we're going to be done. We're going to be done because I don't feel like everybody is LGBT. I don't think everybody is naturally born LGBT. So Matthew's, come on in here. 19, verse 11 to 13. Pull out your scriptures right now. It's going to educate us. It's going to educate us on what it is. So shit. We got to get into the new King James Version because, girl, I'm not fighting with that. So the scripture says, wait a minute. Hold up. That's not the right one. It says no. Let's get the King James because it's just speaking out in words. See, I want to speak in the old tongue so you can feel where the tongue is coming from. Because see, the power is in the tongue. Come on in here. A lot of you use your nasty ass tongues for the wrong things. A lot of you use your pretty ass tongues for the good things. See right here, this tongue ain't going nowhere that is not golden. How? So Matthew's 19 verse 11 says, 11:13 says, but he said unto them, all men cannot receive this saying, save they to whom it is given. For there are some eunuchs which were born from their mother's womb, and there are some eunuchs which were made eunuchs of man. And there be eunuchs which have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He that is able to receive it, let him receive it. So this scripture right here, okay. Then were they brought unto him little children, that he should put his hands on them and pray. And the disciples rebuked him. Come on in here. Okay. So it says right here that there are some eunuchs that were born in their mother's womb. Now we break it down for intersex. Now we break it down to people actually being born and really saying, oh my God, I don't feel connected to the penis that I was born anatomically with. Then it says that some eunuchs were made eunuchs of man. Okay, that means you were forced into being a eunuch. That means you were probably molested. You were probably traumatized. You probably was forced into the lifestyle. Then you have some eunuchs that made themselves that for the kingdom's sakes. For the kingdom of heaven's sakes. So you have some people who turned themselves into that because they really felt that that's really who they are. So I think that the term eunuch breaks down because they said that the ancient terms, it didn't mean always being castrated. But in a modern term, a eunuch is somebody who is castrated. So you're not ready for that. So I think that there's 3 different types of trans people, okay? Or effeminate man, if you want to go there. I think there are people who were born that way, okay? And that's what I identify as, okay? I never felt comfortable identifying as a man or a male. But I'm also not going to fight you for it, bitch, because that's your understanding. And I don't got to prove nothing to you. I know what I see myself as, and I know what the man who I deal with see me as, and that's all that matters. I'm not here to please anybody who I'm not attracted to. Come on in here, okay? And the men I'm attracted to definitely want to get some of this. And it says there are some eunuchs who are made that of men. I think these are the ones who become that because they were traumatized. A lot of people that say I'm not gay no more. I was delivered. I think they were forced into this lifestyle. I think they really don't want to be homo. But I feel like spirit came in and made them homo. Come on in here. Hold on. Give me a minute, y'all. Hold on. Anyway, so like I said, some people are motherfucking food, but you don't got time for that. Yeah, Danny went through a lot of suffering from it. She cut her arms and was put into the mental hospital for her SRS. There you go. Danny, T.S. Danielle, I know who Danny is. Have gay dudes are born their shout to my friend. Oh, not have gay dudes, Joey. Oh, no, I'm done. The guys I've known who don't like sucking, like to eat. There you go. You said it. There you go. There you go, honey. Ow. Hell, that straight man that'll eat some pussy. Ow. Ow. Yes, honey. I like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Right, 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 right. And that's how it should be, Queen of Plants. A man who wants you for you, not because you're trans. And that's why I said that's one reason why I'm single, because that I'm not in, oh, you're trans. Girl, transgenders have no problem dating a man who's into that. I'm girl, like I want you to like me for me, not oh God, I like you because you're trans. That's my favorite thing. You got the wrong girl, honey. Come on here, Virgo. How you doing? Yes, honey, wrestling is gay. They be doing gay shit in the football locker room. I definitely wouldn't mind accidentally stumbling, okay? Listen, y'all, listen, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm laughing at y'all and I'm laughing at me with too. Listen, you guys. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I gotta go. We talked about a lot of stuff. I was gonna pull some cards today too, but oh well. We'll do that. We'll do that this week. Anyway, those of you who are doing the activation of Hecate, honey, give me until tomorrow to send that video over. And those of you who are in the blue light activation, you'll be getting that link by tonight. Okay. And of course, for the blue light, for the activation of Hecate, there's going to be some tongues in that class. And that's why I want to get the direct translation before I finish it up. So that's what takes along with that. And of course, with Google Translator, it does not directly translate. Sometimes it fucks shit up. Okay. So I want to make sure it's the exact translation. Okay. And they say when in Rome, you do what the Romans do. So if you're working with a spirit that deals with the Greeks or that comes from the Roman Greco, okay, or the Grecian. Oh, come on in here. You're going to speak Greek, honey. Okay. We're not do that English shit, girl. Okay. We're going into the real get down. So you really want to know how to work with Hecate, girl? We're going to teach you some tongue. We're going to teach you how to waddle that tongue outside of waddling that tongue on some D. You want to work with spirit? We're going to teach you how to waddle that tongue on some real T. Come on in here. Hello? Because the D ain't going to save your life, honey. Spirit is, though. Come on in here. Come on in here, Hecate. Whew. Anyway, y'all, let me go, you guys. Thank you. Stop by here to spiritmystic.blogspot.com. Listen, I already took you out before I got on here, but you're not going out again until I come back. Anyway, love and light, everybody. Thank you guys. Stop by here. Love and light. Oh, my God. Thank you so much, honey. He think he's going out. He's not going out. You already went outside. You already went outside. You already went outside. You want to go outside because you said that baby outside. You're not going outside again. You come outside when I come back, okay? Anyway, y'all. Bye, honey. I speak ancient Greek. Oh, you do? Prove it. Prove it. Wait, don't prove it yet. Listen. So we do the activation of Hecate class, Yellow Joy. Thank you, Joy. Listen, when we do activation of Hecate, you get that clip then. I'm gonna be expecting an email back from you telling me what was said then. Come on in here. I'm gonna wait for that email to tell me what was said. Ow, come on in here. Oh God. Ow, come on in here. Ow, come on in here. Ow. Plant Care and everybody else, listen, Yellow Joy made it to where I was going to break down what the words are, but now Spirit going to have to tell you what Yellow Joy. Okay. Good night, Eclectic. Thank you for stopping by here, girl. How you doing, Eclectic? Coming in here. Who you doing? Yes, honey. Listen. Okay, Yellow Joy. We're gonna put your what I say, put your spirit where your mouth is. Put your magic where your mouth is. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, bitch. We're gonna see how ancient Greek you can speak. Ow. We're gonna see how ancient that tongue is. Ow. Oh, you're not very good at it? Okay. We gotta take that back. I thought you mastered it or something, honey. Okay, I thought we mastered because I'm like, wait a minute, honey. Okay, wait a minute, honey. Wait. Let's get into it then. Come on in here. Right. It's the dead language is hard. Somebody asked me about the languages of the Coptics. And they say, how did you learn how to speak that? You know, back in the day, we did a video in that language, y'all. And she's like, how did you learn that? I'm Middle Eastern, and I don't even know that. How did you learn that? First off, girl, that language is not really spoken anymore, and I'm a fan of dead energy. So going into that, it's not easy. That's the reason why these languages are no longer useful. There's a reason. So what do you mean, how did I learn that? Girl, well, she was trying to get the tea, like, girl, if I taught you, I would have to kill you, girl, because that's how I do my workings, girl. And that's how I tell people, honey, see, when you do work on people, people can trace your shit back. But see, you gotta learn how to do it to where they can't trace it back. But if I conjured up a spell in Latin and you don't know Latin, girl, there's no way you can trace that shit back. They can't say, oh yeah, Mystic is the one to put the hex on you, just so you know she's over here. Because girl, we done Chris tied, Big Bop, pulled back, all that shit in the pitty whack. You ain't gonna know a motherfucking thing. So unless that person could commune, oh shit, because you're not ready for that. They said that spirit knows all things, but within all things, there's codes. So if you're asking a spirit in English, who did work on this person? If the work wasn't done in English, the spirit ain't gonna know. That's why some of y'all said, yeah, they can figure out who did the work. I kept doing the unbreakings, nobody had the work. The bitch didn't do the work on your English then, that's why. That's what I say, girl, learn your tongues. The Bible says that the power of life and death lies in the power of the tongue. So if your tongue could wave and swallow to another language, that's going to give it death or life. And if your tongue swallow to another language and you don't know that language, girl, you can't resurrect that energy because that energy is dead to you. So if you know only English and somebody did a cursing you in Spanish, your English tongue recognize that Spanish energy as dead and you cannot resurrect it. But if you know English and Spanish, then you can resurrect that dead energy and or shut that shit down. So that's how that shit works. But people who are not real magicians and, oh, I'm a sorceress and I do this, I do that. Girl, I'm book taught. They don't understand that process. That's why a lot of people travel to other parts of the world to do rituals on people. It wasn't the fact that people from Africa didn't know how to do spells and rituals on people. It wasn't the fact that even Americans didn't know how to do it. They went down to other countries and other places to do work. So the person who did that spell or that curse in that tongue, the person who didn't know that tongue couldn't unravel it. So why not? If I'm in America and I want to fuck a bitch up, why would I not go to Africa or Asia when a bitch don't know that language and do some work on her? Why not? Why would I not do that? See, now we're talking about moving smart. Now we're talking about moving smart, honey. A wise witch. Okay. Not I'm wise because I'm older. Because bitch, you're old. Girl, there's a lot of old dogs that do stupid shit. Let me go. Let me go, honey. I gotta go. I gotta go, honey. Having a linguistic intelligence, honey, is so important, honey. Being able to know language and pick it up. Spirit, what's going on? Show me. Boom. Break it down with all your teeth. Bam. This person did this and that, blah, blah, blah. The person went here, she did this, she did you, blah, 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 blah. And I said before, girl, there is no way you're out here working with these African spirits speaking English. You could do some tea, but you need to know the tongue of these spirits. Even going into, I work with Kali Ma. Well, do you know that some of her rituals can only be performed in Hindi? Some of her rituals can only be performed in Pashto. Some of her rituals can only be performed in Urdu. And you got to know people who speak these languages to learn these languages, honey. Do you know that? Oh, you don't know that because someone taught you in a book how to work with Kali Ma. So that's how I was saying, well, oh, I work with Kali Ma. Let me hear something then. What do you want to hear? You work with Kali Ma. Let me hear something. Oh, you got nothing. Okay. That's why Calamai ain't coming through for you. You knocking, but she like, who what? Who that? Who that bitch? Who that? Anyway, I like work spirits that I know that's like, come on in here. Who's on? Yes, honey. The book my class uses is come on in here. Yes, for $24. I'm finishing up my second year in it. I know that's right. Well, Egyptians are North Africans, so that was her first mistake. I know that's right, honey. Come on here, Hecate. Yes, honey. Ow. Yes. Listen, you guys. I'll see y'all the next time, okay? Love and light. Peace and blessings. Ooh, 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 ooh.